shake and bake.
Let's go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag and racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new wristwatch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And you wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Well, this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep it racking my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibi splash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could all to we're talking about your about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Sterling Hawkrichter set to kick off.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
The ball carrier.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. On the screen, this is Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A good pick up there at 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got Evans. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
And 8 yards.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards, a 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Desmond King on
what a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the 20-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He completes it to Bryant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they try the right side here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
The kicker on.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jacobs. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down. Play action. They'll throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Now a clash of bodies here. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 24, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 43 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. mistakes, but there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. To his right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. This time they stay on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for runs. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This one from 35 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Set to kick off.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Well, he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First down, Kansas City.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Raiders 6.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense. 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Mahomes. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and 4.
Yards to go.
Mahomes now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Chiefs are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
The score, Chiefs 28, Raiders 6. Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Las Vegas.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And they give this time to the tailback. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They run it with Jacobs, and he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Hardman to return. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.